Okay, I'm back. I just got to get ready to get the YouTube video running. There we go. I have the title. I got to change the thumbnail. Where is the thingy? Touch the thingy. Okay, jogging the YouTube VOD here. Okay, got an AOS over on the YouTube side. Cool. Welcome to the SpaceX Falcon, EJ's coverage of the SpaceX Falcon 9 L-153 mission. This is NROL-153, meaning that it's a National Reconnaissance Office mission that is launching out of Vandenberg Space Force Base, Slick 4 East at Vandenberg Space Force Base. I always say it's west. West is the landing pad. But yeah, the SpaceX coverage has started up here, and I will flip us over there. The booster flying tonight is booster 1071, or 1071 for short. It's its 22nd flight on a 20-day turnaround. Wow, that flew right before Christmas, which is crazy to me. Now, it looks like tonight is going to be a drone ship landing on, of course, I Still Love You. And as far as the L-153 mission, it's a satellite that launches into space and it goes to... So, yeah, that's... Yeah, we don't know where it goes. So we'll wait here for SpaceX's Castorino. 20 days. Oh, we love you too. Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. All we know about this satellite is that it's a satellite that was built by SpaceX and Northrop Grumman for the National Reconnaissance Office. So it's yeah. So it's a spy sat. Pretty cool. Post the pic on Discord, check it out. Where did you post it? Memes. Where the hell is the damn memes channel? I'm trying to find, I can't find my own damn channels. It's in Funville. Oh, media and memes, okay. China. I think this is a great picture, dude. This is the China. Say it with China. It's a great picture. I love it. That's what that is. I love that picture. China. It's still funny. It'll never not be funny. Let's go. Rocket, rocket, rocket. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is a very, very good new intro. Oh, that's sick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Good evening and welcome to the NROL-153 Launch webcast. The Falcon 9 rocket carrying tonight's payload is currently awaiting liftoff from Space Launch Complex 4 East, or SLC-4E, at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, just over 8 minutes from now. Hello everyone, my name is Zachary Lupin, and I'm an avionics supply chain engineer here at SpaceX. Now, tonight's mission will be SpaceX's fourth launch of 2025 after a record-breaking 2024, and this year looks like it's going to be another one for the books. Today's mission carries a national security payload designed, built, and operated by the National Reconnaissance Office, or NRO. This mission continues the NRO's cutting-edge capability of building and developing the U.S. government's largest satellite constellation in history to deliver critical information that can only be obtained from the vantage point of space. Now, both the range and vehicle are currently green, and we are...
Basically, what they're trying to do is figure out what bowl of cereal you had for breakfast in the morning. Yeah, they need to know. It's important.
And as a testament to that good weather, here's a beautiful ground-based live tracking shot of the moon from Vandenberg.
Oh, no, go back to that! Hey!
For this launch is available on Friday, January 10th, starting at 7:34 p.m. Pacific Time. And as a note, we will not be showing any Stage 2 or payload deployment views at the request of our customer. But there's still a lot to cover, so for now, let's meet our Falcon 9
They just
rocket.
mooned us!
Engine chill.
Falcon 9 is a
the fire's
two-stage
close to
rocket developed
Hawthorne.
and
No,
manufactured by
no, not
SpaceX,
even
known
close.
for its safe, reliable, and cost-effective access to space. It is also the first and currently the only orbital-class rocket that is capable of reflight. Now, starting at the top of the vehicle is the payload fairing, which is a protective shell that encases the payload or satellite being sent to space. The fairings are made of a carbon composite material and have a 17-foot diameter, which creates the space to accommodate an average-sized fire truck. Now, the fairing, made up of two halves, will separate and jettison away from the vehicle, exposing the payload once Falcon 9 reaches space.
Yeah, one of those
Now,
payload
both payload fairing
fairings
halves supporting tonight's mission are flight-proven, with one half flying for its 16th time and the other flying for its 9th time. Continuing down the vehicle, we have the second stage. The second stage is powered by
Stage 1 RP1 load is complete.
Good call out there. The second stage is powered by a single Merlin vacuum engine, or MVAC engine, which is optimized to perform in the vacuum of space. Now, after stage separation, the MVAC engine will ignite and carry the payload to its final orbit. That second stage is connected to the Falcon 9 first stage via the black composite inner stage, which houses the MVAC engine and the system that decouples the two stages during stage separation. And below that is the first stage, which is powered by 9 Merlin 1D engines. These 9 Merlin engines provide the initial thrust to lift Falcon 9 off the ground through the lower, thicker part of the atmosphere. There are 8 engines arranged around one center engine and are collectively held in place by a structure called the octaweb. Each of these Merlin 1D engines delivers about 190,000 pounds of thrust at sea level, which gives Falcon 9 a combined 1.7 million pounds of thrust. Now, after stage separation, Stage 1, also called the booster, will return to Earth for recovery and reuse on a future mission using a combination of the Merlin sea-level engines and the 4 titanium grid fins located near the top of the booster, which will guide the vehicle during its re-entry and landing. The Falcon 9 first stage is also equipped with 4 landing legs that will deploy just before landing and allow for vertical touchdown on a drone ship or a landing pad.
Falcon 9 tanks are pressurizing for strong back retract.
Good call out there. And for today's mission, we'll be attempting to recover this booster on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, which you just saw on your screen there, which is currently stationed in the Pacific Ocean.
Now,
both the weather and vehicle continue to look good for today's launch out of Vandenberg Space Force Base in California.
Did you hear that guy? Falcon
Coming up shortly, the Transporter Erector, or TE, will retract away from the Falcon rocket. Now, that TE is the large truss structure you see there next to the vehicle. First, we'll see those
Strong back retract has started.
Okay.
And there's that call out for strong back retract.
So watch, this part is going to move backwards this way.
First, the clamp arms will open around the top of the second stage, following by retraction of the TE. Now, the first stage is connected to a launch mount at the base of the TE, but it's hinged and will retract away from the vehicle in preparation for launch. You may hear the TE referred to as the strong back from the launch team, and it does a lot of heavy lifting in the lead up to launch. It's designed to transport, raise, and support Falcon 9 at the launch pad. It's also equipped with umbilicals or flexible lines that are used to route the vehicle's fluid, power, and telemetry from the ground systems to the rocket and payload until Falcon 9 switches to internal power and clears the pad. And there you can see the strong back retracting away from the Falcon vehicle on your screen.
So what is this thing launching? This is the L-153 mission for the National Reconnaissance Office. So it's launching the... Yeah, and basically it's going to get up to orbit and do that. Yeah. Yeah, would you believe that?
Will light the M1D engines for liftoff. Now, the payload continues to be healthy, and the Falcon 9 team is currently tracking no issues on the rocket. Weather is still looking green, and the range is ready to support our T0 of 7:53 p.m.
Oh, the sperming bangs are just fine.
So with that,
Don't you
we're
worry about
proceeding
those.
into the final moments of terminal count.
The reciprocating dingle arm, well, see them right there? There's two of them, right? 1, 2. They've already retracted. Don't worry about that.
Coming up shortly, we should hear a call out that stage 2 LOX loading will be complete on our vehicle. That should happen in just about 15 seconds from now.
Robert, it always makes me happy when someone understands what the heck I just said, even though it was muted. You're driving along, all of a sudden the kid's in the back seat. I gotta go to the bathroom, Daddy. Not now, damn it. Truck tire. I can't stop. That's what happens when you use the other guy's
Now, as a reminder, the
brake
white clouds
pads.
around the vehicle are completely normal and are comprised of the chilled gas in the LOX tank that is vented overboard so that we can backfill and
I don't
maintain
know,
pressure
Kim,
in the
maybe.
tanks.
Stage 2 LOX load is complete.
And there's that call out for stage 2 LOX loading completion. The Falcon 9 rocket on your screen is now loaded with 1 million pounds of fuel and oxidizer.
Send it. Coke.
In just about 30 seconds from now, we
Ground gas closeouts.
Okay.
good call out there. In
That
about
indicates that the
25
second stage
seconds
is
from
full
now,
of
we
fuel
should
and
hear the call out
oxidizer,
that
ready to
Falcon
go.
9 is in startup, which is when the vehicle's autonomous
20
flight
seconds
computers
to
will have
startup.
taken over the launch countdown.
Yeah, I know, Secret. I'm trying to not have that happen. Stand by for the call for startup here.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
And there's that call out for Falcon 9 startup. Coming up in just a few moments, the launch director, or LD, will give the final go for launch.
LD is go for launch.
Launch director reports go.
And there's that
T-minus
final go
41
from the launch
seconds and
director.
counting.
So with that, let's sit back and watch as Falcon takes the NROL-153 mission to space.
Here we go.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Nice thing. All right. $20.
T-minus 15 seconds.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
10, 9, 8, 7,
She can do it.
6, 5,
Sound suppression
4,
water system is on.
3, 2,
We got an ignition.
1. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
And a
Go
good
SpaceX,
late-
go NROL-153.
Good late night launch here of Falcon 9 carrying the L-153 mission for the
Vehicle
National
switching
Reconnaissance
downrange.
Office.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Oh, what the heck were those? Okay. Okay, vehicle's doing a pitch over and a roll program in the pitch over.
At T plus 30 seconds and counting, Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Slick
Fairing vent
4E
caps,
at
rocket guy?
Vandenberg Space Force Base in
I think
California.
so.
Now, coming up shortly, the vehicle will be passing
wasn't
through
ice,
max
guys.
Q, which is the point in the mission profile where the vehicle experiences the greatest amount of aerodynamic
Should
pressure.
get a call for power and telemetry here.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
Okay, got a good call for supersonic. Should be encountering maximum dynamic
Now, it doesn't
pressure
look
here.
like we're going to catch it in the view today, but as many of you know, there are multiple wildfires currently burning around the Southern California area. Our thoughts go out to those
Max
affected.
Q.
Good call out there for Max Q. Our thoughts go out to those affected by the fires, and we here at SpaceX want to give a huge thank you to the firefighters working to put them out, as well as the other emergency crews and
Power and telemetry nominal.
volunteers working to keep everyone safe.
Very classy.
And we heard that good call out there for Max Q, which again is when the vehicle experiences the greatest amount of aerodynamic stress. Now, coming up next, we'll have 3 events happening in quick succession, starting
And
with
back chill.
Second
Good call
stage
out
thermal
there.
conditioning has started.
We'll have 3 events happening in quick succession, starting with MECO, followed by Stage SEP and SES-1. Main engine cutoff, or MECO, is where all 9 Merlin 1D engines shut down to slow the vehicle down in preparation for stage separation, which is where the first stage separates from the second stage. Followed by this, the MVAC engine on the second stage will light, which is called out as Second Engine Start 1, or SES-1. Now, this engine burn lasting several
plus
minutes
2
will
minutes.
propel the second stage and the payload to orbit.
Should be getting main engine cutoff here in a.
And in addition to these 3
About
major
20
events,
seconds.
the fairing halves will separate about 30 seconds after SES-1, so keep an eye out for all of these events coming up starting in about 10 seconds from now. And as a reminder, we will not have any views of Falcon 9 second stage or the payload at the request of our customer.
Nice smoke. You could see it. That's awesome. When is the next
Main engine
Starship
cutoff?
launch? Monday.
Stage separation confirmed.
Good staging. Upper stage ignition.
MVAC ignition.
And good series of back-to-back
Good.
callouts there, which again were MECO, followed by stage separation, and then SES-1. Now, coming up shortly, we should hear a call-out for fairing separation,
Yeah,
but
the
as a
wildfires
reminder,
are
we will
that
not
way.
be showing it on screen. Both payload fairing halves supporting tonight's mission are flight proven, with one half flying for its 16th time, and the other half flying for its 9th time.
You heard this rocket is carrying Ligma payload? I heard it's carrying Joe payload.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Good call on the fairing separation.
And
even
there
though
was
we're
that
not gonna
call out
see
for
it,
successful fairing separation.
but
We'll be
cool shot
attempting
of
to retrieve
Lompoc
these
over
fairing
there.
halves again today once they fall back to Earth with our recovery vessel, Lauren C.
Yeah, the green flash is normal, Ben. That's the igniter fluid. They
We're
use
currently at the
pyrophoric
T plus
igniters
3.5 minutes mark into today's mission. Now, the next major
to get-
milestone
to
coming
spin
up
to start the
just
engine.
under 3 minutes from now will be the entry burn of the Falcon 9 booster as it continues on its journey towards our drone ship called Of Course I Still Love You, currently stationed in the Pacific Ocean. Now, to start the entry burn, we'll be relighting 3 of the M1D engines, which is similar to pumping the brakes to slow down the vehicle as it passes back into the Earth's atmosphere. We need to slow down the vehicle to reduce re-entry forces, which then
Vehicles are on a nominal trajectory.
good call out there, which then helps us recover and reuse the first stage. Now, during the entry burn, Falcon 9 is decelerating by firing its Merlin engines, but it's still moving incredibly fast, and this causes the vehicle to fly through Merlin's exhaust gases, also known as the rocket's plume, which deposits a layer of soot on the vehicle's surface. That soot comes from the carbon-based fuel that Falcon 9 uses, and with each flight, the soot builds up a little more on the outside of the vehicle.
Dino New Glenn is going on Sunday
Now,
morning.
to give you an idea of how fast the rocket is traveling, keep an eye on the booster's telemetry at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, which displays the current speed and altitude of the rocket. Now, reusability is key to lowering the
I don't
cost
think
of
it has the
spaceflight,
Sigma
which enables more
satellite on
investments
it.
in critical space infrastructure. The Falcon 9 first stage that is supporting today's mission is performing an entry burn for its 22nd time tonight. This booster previously launched several NROL missions,
Yes,
as well
right.
as SARA-1, the Surface Water and Ocean Topography, or SWAT satellite, Transporters 8 and 9, Bandwagon 2, and 13 Starlink missions. The payload fairing halves supporting tonight's mission are also flight proven, with one half flying for its 16th time, and the other half flying for its 9th time.
What are these things? Those things right there, Sea Kraken? They're the
Now,
vent
we should be
lines
hearing
for
that
second
call-out for
stage
the
thermal
entry burn
conditioning.
in just under a minute from now.
Because if they thermally condition the second stage, they got to start moving liquid oxygen into it. When liquid oxygen pulls all the heat out of the turbine machinery and gets them down to the cool operating temperature that they need to be at,
As a reminder,
the
we
liquid
are only
oxygen
showing
turns to
views
gas,
of our Falcon 9
and those
first
lines
stage
are where
at
it
the
vents it
request of our
overboard.
customer.
Okay. You can see they started thermally conditioning the first stage engines. That's what that is right there. That's a loading bar. See that stuff down there? They started thermally conditioning. The same vent lines or a similar vent line is being used on 3 of Falcon 9's Merlin engines right now to prepare it for the supersonic retropropulsion. Just, you can see them really well because it's
We
at
should
night.
hear that call out for the Falcon 9 first stage entry burn in just about 5 seconds from now.
Okay. And we should see another green flash here.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
Here we go. There's your green flash.
And there's that call out for the Falcon 9 entry burn startup. This burn is set to last
And then
about
the
20
other two
seconds,
engines
and
should
again
ignite
is slowing
now.
down the vehicle in
See how
preparation
the
for its
plume
final
changed?
burn and landing.
That was one engine firing and then 2 more turning on. You can see it smoke? That's cool.
Entry burn shut down.
Okay.
And there you heard the call out for the completion of the Falcon 9 first stage's entry burn. Now coming up next will be the first stage landing burn, which will start about a minute from now.
It's just the orbital mechanics,
Now, the
friend
Merlin
Kim.
engines on the Falcon 9
It launched
first
right
stage
now
are
because
optimized
that's
for
the
sea
spot
level,
where the NROL
and these
needs
achieve
it.
190,000 pounds of thrust each during ascent and
Okay.
descent.
You've seen some
At
plasma
liftoff.
accumulation.
FPS is safe.
Good call out. At liftoff, Falcon 9's first stage has thrust greater than 5 747 airplanes at full power.
See
Now,
plasma?
the MVAC engine, which is located on the second stage, which we are not showing views of, possesses a much wider nozzle and is optimized to 220,500 pounds of thrust in
Oh,
vacuum.
that's sick. That's plasma accumulation, guys. The air is
Coming
getting
up next, in
compressed at
about 30
hypersonic
seconds, we'll
speeds
have the
inside of
landing
those
burn
grid
of the
fins.
Falcon 9 first stage.
And when it
Now,
does,
the landing burn is the final burn of the
dude,
Falcon.
this guy talks a lot. And when it does, the air gets compressed in there, and it gets compressed so hard it ionizes, which is why you see that plasma effect. Basically, those grid fins are ripping the air apart at that speed. That's the light from the drone ship on the left side, right there. The non-technical term is spicy air. Yes, that's the lights on. Of course, I still love you over there. Should get another green flash here.
Stage 1 landing burn.
There's a green flash. Stage 2 terminal guidance.
And there was that call out for the start of the Falcon 9 first stage landing burn.
Grid fins are steering it in here. And then when we go for landing leg deploy, the vehicle's going too slow for the grid fins to make a difference, so they'll lock
Landing
into
leg
place.
deploy.
There we go. Grid fins locked. Landing leg deploy. Falcon 9 is maneuvering on thrust vector control and attitude control only. And
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
touchdown.
And there you have it, successful landing of our Falcon 9 booster on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, in the Pacific Ocean.
22
As a
flights
reminder,
on
this was the
1071.
22nd launch and landing for this first stage.
I just said that.
Now, as a reminder, we will not be showing any Stage 2 or deployment views at the request of our customer.
Killer.
So with that landing of the Falcon 9 booster,
Anybody
we'll be
gonna
bringing
wave?
today's webcast to a close. Good call out there. But before we go, we have some additional updates for those impacted by the fires in Southern California.
Nominal orbit
For
insertion.
Starlink customers, Starlink is offering free service in the area indicated here on the map until February 10th. The Starlink and T-Mobile teams have also enabled basic texting through our direct-to-cell satellites, so you can now text loved ones, text 911, and receive emergency alerts to your DTC-enabled cell phone. Make sure to follow @Starlink on X for updates as we work with local response teams on further opportunities to help, and check starlink.com/LA wildfires for more information. Thank you to our customer for entrusting us with today's mission, and we'd also like to thank the Range and FAA for their support. And if you're interested in more launch coverage, be sure to check.
Okay, real quick, just check right there before they cut the camera. See, there's an octaweb. There's a thrust structure from a Falcon 9 being assembled right there in the background, just saying. And then there's also a fairing over there being made as well. Also, SpaceX, more like BaseX. That's good. That's cool that they're providing free service with Starlink. That's pretty neat, dude. Dude, I wouldn't wish those. I would, dude. You wouldn't wish somebody like someone's house burning down like on your worst enemy. It's awful. It's not great. Yeah, my heart goes out to those people. Can I cancel subscription for Hearts of Iron? Question. Yeah. Just hit the cancel button. Think New Glenn will launch soon. Sunday at 1 a.m. Big Gun. And then Starship is Monday at 5 p.m. tentatively. Both of those, we don't know if those will stick. No cancel button, sadly. There's a cancel button. You're not looking hard enough. More workers? Well, Preston, I got to get up early because I got to start packing for going down to the Starship flight. So, yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow at noontime. We're going to change the transmission pan gasket on the 59 tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, then we'll go from there. When launch? I just said that like 15 seconds ago, dude. Starship is going to launch on Monday the 5th. Monday at 5, excuse me. That's the 13th. New Glenn is launching Sunday the 14th at 1 a.m. Good luck traveling. We're about to get 7 inches of snow. Yeah, big gun. Well, hey, stay safe, buddy. Anyway, all right. See you guys. See you tomorrow. Love you. Love your work. Thanks, man. Thank you. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow at noontime. We'll start messing with the truck. So we got the truck stream tomorrow, then we got Flame Trench, and then I'm getting on a plane after that. So I will see you guys all tomorrow at noontime. Next week is going to be pretty fun, I hope. We'll see. I'll see you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. Oh, you want to raid? Okay. All right. Alex is playing more Project Zomboid, and he's making me want to play that game. Let's go see what he's up to.
All right, leather strips for later.
All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Have a good night, and thank you.